Good evening, and welcome to part 2 of today's episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Okay, y'all. I sat right here where I'm sitting now and got busy. So I've got still more dirt to amend. I just dumped 4 crates in there. I've got 5 here and I have 5 on the other side, and I still have the tables. For once, I have more soil than I do crates. So I was telling my sister I'm gonna probably end up needing to get some more. But I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 14 more crates, and I have to plant my okra still. I'm gonna eliminate the spinach and cauliflower because cold crop season is basically over. That cotton is my sister's, and so is that Cubanelle. I have 3 tomatoes to plant. I have 4 eggplants to plant, and I'm actually gonna put them all together until I can get some more crates if I run out or get short. I still have my flowers, and those will go into one of the bigger pots that I have. I'm gonna put those flowers together. I have squash. I also have the cucumber. I have the jambalaya okra too, and the San Marzanos, and then I have all the peppers. And then I have my peanuts to plant. I decided that I'm gonna abort the cabbage, collards, and whatever this is here. What was that? Yeah, collards. I'm gonna abort that, and I'm gonna just buy the cabbage and the collards at Pelly's once they open. And then also I plan to buy some more peppers because I'm kind of concerned about my peppers. Hopefully they'll take off. I don't know, but they never got that much bigger. I planted them out and they should have been a lot bigger than what they are. So I'm gonna be on standby for peppers. But I do want to get some yellow bell, red bell, and orange bell. So I'm gonna be buying a few plants this year, and Pelly's is cheap. Those are peppers there, Cubanelle. My bush beans, everything was stressed today, and it's not because the greenhouse was hot. It's just that they were stressed being in that confined space. So when I planted them out, some of them stressed. The green beans are coming back because they had drooped all the way. Now they're perky, so I'm not too worried about those. All those extra green beans came out of the table. I pulled 10 in all, but I only kept 7 of them. And I just went on and planted the little seedlings, and hopefully they'll catch up and do well. You know, green beans are strong anyway, so I wasn't too worried about these when they stressed. The 3 big ones that I had. My white cream peas did very well. The Crowder peas did very well. I even put my seedlings in of those. I think they will do well. They didn't even stress in the greenhouse early on, and they did not stress when I planted them out. So they all have fertilization. Strawberries, boy, I'm telling you, this one is, I'm proud of this plant here because last year it looked a hot mess. I got a few strawberries, but it didn't do nothing like this. So I'm attributing the berry tone. And these are doing good. I moved one of my dead crowns from this crate here, and I moved everything to this crate. These are the ones that survived, and they're growing. They're actually taking off. So, and then I did my strawberries. That's on the first film, so y'all saw that. So we'll see what happens with them. Okay, the ground cherries, those were very stressed. I called my sister. I was like, you better come get them because you're going to lose yours. And she was like, I only have 2 crates. I was like, you better get some planters or something. I said, because I barely saved mine. Oh, my Cushaw melon did good, and so did my Minnesota melon. I mean, the Korean melon. That's the Crenshaw melon. I said Cushaw. Yep, so those did well. My pineapple ground cherry did pretty good, but boy, that gooseberry, it cut the food, and it's starting to bounce back. I can see where the leaves are starting to stand again on it, but it was, see how that one looks? So I'm gonna have to put a stick in there. I think it'll be okay by tomorrow. And the regular ground cherries, those did good. But like I said, I'm concerned about the peppers. So we'll see what happens with them. Grapevine's still doing good. This is the dead lettuce, y'all. Remember this thing, it succumbed and all that stuff? That thing is taking off. And so I put my red lettuce in there. The red lettuce is very stressed. I don't know if that's gonna make a comeback. If it doesn't, I'll pluck it out of there. But my favorite one, shoot, I'm about ready to harvest. Give it a week or so, and it's gonna be ready to harvest. My tomatoes were very stressed, y'all. I was scared. But those were the first plants that I planted out, and they all bounced back beautifully. So this is a cherry tomato. No, yeah, cherry. This one is a red currant. This one is a red currant. Those were the worst, but they're bouncing back here. And then I still have the San Marzano. Those, you know, the other tomatoes, the Yellow Moon and all that, they're doing good. These are my sister's plants. So what I did, although her gooseberry, see, it done broke and everything else, one of the things. So I gave her one gooseberry because all the gooseberries were just so messed up. And she's going out of town and she's got all this other stuff going on. I told her, okay. I was like, if your stuff die. So I gave her the smallest, you know, and the healthiest of the plants because I know I can bring mine back. So her peanuts, you know, I gave her the smaller peanuts. So that'll buy her a little time. And her ground cherries, her squash, and she'll get a Yellow Moon tomato. And, you know, so that stuff is hers. And then she still has the cotton over here. She has the, let's see, what else? Oh, a Cubanelle. And I think that's it. Oh, and her sunflower. So, you know, I ain't gonna worry about her. She better get it going. So she can have her fun and stuff, but if her plants die, I won't be doing no more. I know that. Because y'all know I hate losing plants. And not because you don't have time. So either come and get them or... And so I told her, I said, bring your crates tomorrow fishing. And so she only has 2. I was like, okay. I was like, well then, I was like, I don't know. I was like, because you need 3 alone for the ground cherries. She needs at least 3 for the peanuts. Then there's the sunflower and all that other stuff, the cotton. She needs so she gonna need some planters. And so I don't know what she's gonna do. And I'm not gonna fill up those crates and stuff every plant in them because they will certainly die at that point. So the best I could do was give her the smaller ones that are doing better and not stressed. You know, not as stressed. She'll probably lose her gooseberry. So that'll be it with that. But the rest of them will probably make it until she can come over here and get them. So we'll see what happens. But I'll water them. That's all I can do. Yep. So anyway. So the floor is looking a hot mess, y'all. And that's because the water hose busted. All of a sudden, water was flying everywhere up front. And I was like, oh, Lord. So I had no pressure. So tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, but tomorrow I'll just fill the bucket and water the plants if they need it. They may not, but I'll just, you know, use the bucket to water the plants tomorrow if they need it. And then on Wednesday, when I go to Menards, I'll be getting another water hose. Got to do that. And so I'll continue on Wednesday. So tomorrow will be fishing day. And you know what? I'll be back early because we're going like at 11. Excuse me, let me take a sip of water before I hock, okay? My throat is so dry. Ooh, and the water's almost gone. I done went through a whole thing. But anyway, yeah, so tomorrow we'll fish. I'm leaving at 11 because I have to go get my fishing license and then go get the minnows. Then, you know, so that's the bait, and then go to the spot where we're going. Oh, I have to go get the the entry pass thing. I get mine free because I'm disabled. So I have to stop at the county, which is right across the street from where we'll be fishing, to get that. So during that hour, and then we're going to meet at the fishing place, you know, at the lake at 12. And I told her I'm going to be out of there by probably 4 because the traffic gets high at 5 o'clock when folks get off from work and people come there to fish at that time. And I don't like fishing around kids at all, period. So, and so I'll be leaving. So we'll fish probably from about 12 or 12:30-ish until about 4. So it's not going to be an all-day thing. So I'll still have like 4 hours of daylight. So if I catch fish, then of course I'll come home and get them clean and stuff, and I won't fool with the greenhouse. I'll just open it up, you know, to cool it off in here if it's too hot. But if I don't catch anything, then I'm gonna come right out here and get busy some more. So yep, so I'm about halfway through, and so far I have 2 rows. I'm just now starting the 3rd row. So I've got 8 more crates to put there, and I have, let's see, I think I said 14. So I'll go into row 4, or I can put stuff like under the table. I don't have to, you know, keep expanding the rows. I can, you know, move stuff elsewhere too. So anyway, so that's about it. So it's starting to look, it's getting there. So tomorrow, I mean Wednesday, I'll get this rug clean. All I do is usually, and it's been this dirty before. Oh, and I pulled that 3rd rug off of the patio because I noticed burn spots in it from the pit. I don't know if you can see that little circle right on the edge of the orange there. So I said, oh, this is already messed up. So so I just took it from the deck to make 3 of the rugs, and they're, you know, matching. And so it expands the whole greenhouse. Perfect. And so what I'm gonna do is, you know, Wednesday, once I get the hose going, I will soap it up, get my brush, scrub it a little bit, and then clean it. And like I said, it's not gonna look new or anything ever again, but you know, I can get this loose dirt off of it. It cleans up very well. Because in the other greenhouse, I had the same issue, and it would clean up, you know, and almost look like new. And so that's what I will do with that to make it look a little bit better. Yep, but it doesn't bother me. And then once I get through with the planting, in fact, I'm not going to clean the rugs until I'm through with my transplanting. Once I'm done with that, then I don't have to worry about dirt anymore. You know, it's just doing that because I'm rolling the wagon through. Because what I do is I fill the wagon up out there, I roll the wagon right here in front of me, bring the empty crates, amend the soil, then I get the crate, 1 crate at a time filled, then I amend a little bit more. After that, I throw a little bit more of the bone and blood meal in, and whatever else I feel it might need. And then I plant out my little plant. And then after that, I put my perlite, and then I walk my crate over to the spot where it's going to be, set it down, give it some water, and then come on to do the next. So it took me, I started at about 2 or 3 today, and it's 8 o'clock now. So, yep. So it took me all day. I could have gotten it done faster if I had done it my normal, usual way, but I wanted to be able to sit down to work so I wouldn't be tired, and I'm not at all. In fact, it was therapeutic doing what I did on today. So, yep. So I'm satisfied with today's progress. So I'm gonna close up this greenhouse, get in the house, eat. Got leftovers from yesterday. I did grill on yesterday, so I have leftovers. And then I'm gonna rest the rest of the evening, go to bed early since I'm getting up early tomorrow. And hopefully I can rest and relax at the fishing bank on tomorrow. I look forward to that. So I will talk to you guys later. If you don't see me tomorrow, you will definitely see me Wednesday. I might come on while I'm fishing, especially if I'm catching them. If I ain't catching nothing, you ain't gonna see me. But we're going for the crappie tomorrow, and tomorrow's the last day, or this is the last week of the spawn. So I told my sister, if you want some, we got to go. I was like, otherwise we've missed them for the year until the fall. And I'm not going out there in the cold fishing, not in the fall. Yep, I do my fishing at the island in the fall for those big bluegills for my winter stock. So anyway, we're at 15 minutes, so I'm gonna get off of here and keep my little seedlings in prayer, the ones that are that stressed and the ones that are small. And I will say the Cubanelle last year, they were like that when I planted them, and they took off. That and the sweet banana. Although, yeah, I planted the sweet banana last year from seed. I did it late, and it was a teeny tiny seedling, just like the Cubanelle last year. I put them in the crate, and it took a while. They didn't take off till around, it was like maybe July. But I ended up with a lot of peppers. In fact, I froze quite a bit. I'm still eating on them. So I expect them to take off, and especially here in the greenhouse. Last year, I planted my Cubanelle and the sweet banana pepper out in the keyhole garden. So it's going to be in more heat this year, so they may take off quickly as long as they don't die on me. But I'm ready. Although I can find sweet banana at the place, but I doubt if I'll be able to find Cubanelle, you know, and the other ones, the other varieties that I planted. You know, all you find is bell pepper here, and you might find sweet banana, hot wax, that type of thing, but you're not gonna find the cherry, because I did the cherry, the Lesia, I did the pimento, the Carmen, the Jimmy Nardello, the good ones, okay? The good ones. So I want them to live. That's my main thing. And then my white eggplant, those came up last week, and they're not ready yet. There's no way I'll put those little teeny tiny seedlings in a crate. I'm gonna let those take off and get their true leaves before I do any planting with those. And I think my okra is ready, and my patty pan is ready, and my other squashes. So I should be okay, and the flowers. Okay, so let me get off of here, and I will talk to you guys later, and may God bless you all. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.